The White House today, spokesman Jay Carney said the groups are overestimating civilian deaths.
By narrowly targeting our action against those who want to kill and not the people they hide among, we are choosing the course of action least likely to result in a loss of innocent life. U.S. counterterrorism operations are precise, they are lawful, and they are effective.
In a speech at the National Defense University earlier this year, President Obama laid out a framework for his counterterrorism strategy. He acknowledged the U.S. had killed some innocent civilians, though fewer than human rights groups say. Obama said drones are still far more precise than conventional weapons that kill more people. And recent evidence suggests the U.S. is already using drones less often. Carrie Johnson, NPR News, Washington.
KJZZ is supported by National Bank of Arizona, a founding sponsor of the Arizona Leadership Forum. Read how dedicated leaders are setting the stage for a stronger Arizona at nbarizona.com. National Bank of Arizona, member FDIC.
Good afternoon. With Mark Brody, I'm Steve Goldstein. This is KJZZ's News and Journalism Drive. You have 3.5 minutes left. If you want to have your gift doubled, and we know you do, you've been meaning to support public radio, you just haven't done it yet. So think about a $90 one-time gift. That'll become $180, but only until 4:01. What are you waiting for? Go to kjzz.org. Maybe you want to join our Leadership Society. That's $100 a month. That becomes $200 a month, but only for the next 3 or so minutes. Make your gift right now. This drive ends tonight at 6 o'clock. Have your gift doubled right now. kjzz.org, 888-774-9150. When something important goes on in the world, you turn to KJZZ first, because you know that if it's local, we're going to cover it in a balanced, fair way. You know, if it's national, we cover it in an in-depth way that you will not get anyplace else. So now's the time to put a dollar value on that. Could you afford $1 a day gift to have it doubled? That's a $365 gift. Whatever the amount, it should be comfortable for you, but do it now. This drive ends in 2 hours and 2 minutes. The number is 888-774-9150. This is how public radio works. There are no commercials here. We rely on your support. When you listen, we're asking you to show your support. Keep this service strong. Keep it going into the future. Say, you know, it's important for me to know what's going on around Phoenix, in my neighborhood, in my backyard. It's important for me to know what's going on in Arizona, around the country, around the region, around the world. I want to know all this stuff. We rely on you to make it happen. Please give your support right now. kjzz.org, 888-774-9150. Maybe morning edition gets you going early in the day, but then you're busy throughout this huge chunk of the day, whether you're at work, whether you're running errands, whether you're involved with the family, and you turn all things considered, maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock or 4:30, and you catch up on what went on in the region and in the world. It's why you turn to it every day. You're making it possible for all this happen in the future. Have that gift level, 888-774-9150. You can also go online. Just for the next 2 minutes, have it double, kjzz.org. Maybe you want to become a sustaining member of KJZZ. $12 or $15 a month comes off your credit card or out of your checking account each month. Is KJZZ worth $15 a month to you? Is it worth more to you? Is it worth whatever it's worth to you? It doesn't really matter. Nobody's going to tell you this is not enough or this is too much. It's whatever fits into your budget, whatever you think this service is worth to you. We're asking you to make your gift of support right now. This drive ends in 2 hours. kjzz.org, 888-774-9150. When you make that contribution to KJZZ to help keep the programs on the air, you're eligible to win a Hawaiian adventure for 2 to Waikiki, a 5-night trip to Hawaii. Don't miss out on that chance either while you're supporting public radio. 888-774-9150. This is listener-supported KJZZ, FM, Phoenix, and HD. And it's not just something that we say casually around here. This station is supported by you. You are responsible. Your support is responsible for just about everything you hear on the station. We're asking you to make your gift of support right now to keep that coming every day. kjzz.org, 888-774-9150. It's 4 o'clock. That means 2 hours left in this particular fundraising campaign. Have you done your part? If so, we thank you. Jim and Chandler, thanks for being a sustaining member. 888-774-9150. But if you haven't done your part, there's a little bit of time and there's plenty of need. Please go online, kjzz.org. It'll take just a couple of minutes at either kjzz.org or by calling 888-774-9150. That your support is so vital to this service. Keep it strong. Keep it here for you every single day. kjzz.org or 888-774-9150. It's 4:01, and we thank you.
From NPR News in Washington, I'm Barbara Klein. The White House says the U.S. is reviewing a new report by human rights groups that says the U.S. may have violated international law by killing civilians in drone attacks. Amnesty International's Mustafa Kadri says the Obama administration's veil of secrecy prevents analysts from determining the truth.
We cannot be 100% certain, but we are extremely concerned that these and other killings documented in our report to judicial executions or war crimes.
Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch say they've gathered witness accounts and satellite images of drone strikes and conclude far more civilians have been killed than the U.S. acknowledges. The administration is defending drones as being far more precise than conventional weapons. Mexico's foreign minister says his country is expecting a thorough investigation into allegations that the U.S. spied on Mexican officials' emails. NPR's Carrie Kahn reports the foreign minister says President Obama personally promised an inquiry.
Foreign Minister Jose Antonio Mier made his comments in Geneva ahead of the UN Human Rights Meeting. He said President Obama told Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto the allegations would be investigated during a phone call between the two men and then again in person at last month's G20 summit. Following international law is not an empty promise, said Mier. We are sure that the promise of an investigation is not either. A spokesman at the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City said a review is underway regarding how the U.S. gathers intelligence. The spokesman added that matters related to Mexico are part of that ongoing review. Carrie Kahn, NPR News, Mexico City.
The Obama administration is asking managing expert Jeffrey Zients to lead the effort to fix the government's health insurance website. Zients is a former CEO and has held several high-level government management jobs. The government also says it's bringing in more IT specialists from around the country. A mixed picture of the job market from the Labor Department today. The unemployment rate declined slightly last month to 7.2%. But as NPR's Dave Mattingly reports, that's despite a hiring slowdown.
Employers added 148,000 jobs in September, fewer than economists were expecting, but enough to lower the nation's jobless rate. Senior economist Gus Boucher at PNC Financial says the pace of hiring remains disappointing.
We were looking at 180,000 jobs, so that is a disappointment.
Despite the hiring slowdown, unemployment is near a 5-year low and down from 7.9% at the start of the year. The partial federal government shutdown is expected to weaken the numbers for October. Dave Mattingly, NPR News, Washington.
On Wall Street today, the Dow climbed 75 points, the Nasdaq gained 9, the S&P rose 10. This is NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from Fox Searchlight Pictures with 12 Years a Slave, based on the true story of one man's courage to overcome a decade of injustice. Now playing.
I'm Audie Cornish of NPR News, and there's a first time for everything. Your first concert, your first paycheck, the first time you voted, and your first time contributing to KJZZ, graduating from passive listening to active membership, helping to keep KJZZ viable. Now it's time to do your part. During the membership campaign, please become a member. Go to kjzz.org or call 888-774-9150. And thanks.
Good afternoon. I'm Steve Goldstein with Mark Brody. Before we tell you about some other exciting stuff going on, I want to let you know that thanks to the member matching fund, $7,500 is available to double gifts. And thanks to all of you for being so generous. We did use up all that money, so thanks so much. We raised at least $15,000 in just that 3 o'clock hour. Still time for you to get in, though. About an hour and 55 minutes left in this drive. The number, 888-774-9150.
Yeah, and for the next hour and 55 minutes, you can get yourself entered to win the Hawaiian Adventure for 2. It's to a Waikiki. You'll be staying at a beachside resort with an ocean view. Not a bad deal at all. Plus, you can do your part for your public radio station. Keep KJZZ strong into the future. Your support right now is so vital. KJZZ.org or 888-774-9150.
Now's a great time to become a sustaining member of KJZZ, like Ryan and Scottsdale did at KJZZ.org. That's when $12 to $15 a month is taken out of your checking account or build your credit card account every month, and you'll be doing your part for KJZZ to make that funding in the future a little bit more predictable. You don't have to worry about getting stuff in the mail. You don't have to worry about doing these on-air drives. You'll get your part. So why not become a sustaining member right now? Get $12 to $15 a month, if that works for your budget. 888-774-9150.
The other nice thing about becoming a sustaining member, there are a lot of nice things about becoming a sustaining member, but another nice thing is that you're automatically entered into every future contest. So, for example, this Hawaiian Adventure for 2, you'd be automatically
listener to feeling good about supporting your news and information station and become a member of KJZZ. You'll feel like you own the station. It's yes, you listen, yes, you love it, but it's really such an important community resource, and you can contribute to its success. 888-774-9150 or online at kjzz.org. 1 hour, 53 minutes left in this drive. If you haven't done your part, still a little bit of time. Please go to kjzz.org. Thanks. It's 407.
KJCZ is supported by Arizona Oncology. Together with the U.S. Oncology Network, we have the expertise of nearly 1,000 to cancer prevention. Together, a better way to fight cancer. More at ArizonaOncology.com.
This is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Melissa Blau. And I'm Audie Cornish. Ever since the federal health insurance exchanges went online October 1st, we've been hearing a lot about the frustrations the website is causing consumers. But they aren't the only ones who are frustrated. Private companies that sell health insurance on the internet are also discouraged. Websites like ehealthinsurance.com were planning to start selling new subsidized Obamacare policies when the exchanges open. But those companies still aren't able to sell those policies to customers. Eric Whitney reports on what it means for online health insurance brokers to be stuck on hold.
eHealthInsurance.com has been selling health coverage online since 1999. Then, when the Affordable Care Act passed and the federal government said it was going to open online insurance shopping sites too, eHealth CEO Gary Lauer fought long and hard for the right for private companies like his to compete. The government finally said okay. But at this point, many consumers still can't shop on commercial sites. And Lauer says he has no firm date for when they'll be able to.
Well, I hope in the next few weeks. I've been saying that for the past couple of weeks. We're somewhat dependent on this federal exchange working in a stable fashion.
Telling potential customers they'll have to come back later is a problem for companies like Lauer's and for the White House because of current problems with shopping on government websites. Caroline Pearson with the consulting firm Avalier Health says if the White House is going to reach the goal of getting 7 million Americans signed up for health coverage in the law's first year, it needs e-brokers' help.
I think they're very important. I think particularly because they've been in the business for a long time. They've really refined an easy shopping experience, and they've got a slick display and strong search functionality that I think is going to be appealing to consumers. So I think they represent a very important partner to the government, assuming that they can get full data from the federal government and get up and running fully sometime soon.
The federal government isn't commenting on why e-brokers aren't able to start selling or when they'll be able to. In the meantime, eHealth's Gary Lauer says his company is offering shoppers who qualify for new subsidies to help them afford insurance rain checks and hoping they'll come back.
We're in communication with the federal government every day, and it's just running and occurring slower than we would like. We just want to get this up and running and available to people who are lower income. I just think it's critically important.
Uncertainty is bad for business, but e-brokers aren't totally dead in the water. They can still sell health policies to people who don't qualify for subsidies. Lauer says his company is still selling plenty of those, and that the healthcare law is substantially boosting traffic to his site. Commercial online brokers still can't offer them the product the federal healthcare law requires.
If we're collectively late by a couple of weeks, I think, sure, it's a glitch, but I think in the big picture scheme of things, it's still, a small bump in the road.
That's Chini Krishnan with the startup company Get Insured. It was hoping to start selling subsidized Obamacare policies online October 1st, too. Krishnan is disappointed his company still isn't able to do that, but as long as the government fixes its website in the next few weeks,